Hey, what's going on guys? Hazard here back again with another video, and today I am going to show you the journey that I just took to get into the top 200 with this new Graveyard deck. It's super solid. It's got the Goblin Hunt, which is obviously everywhere in the meta right now. But before the video starts, I just want to say sorry for the lack of upload yesterday. Had some medical stuff going on. I mean, it's nothing new. It's nothing that you guys have to worry about, but it's just something I have to do every 2 weeks, and it kind of left me a little more tired than normal yesterday. So I wasn't able to film, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video today, and I'm glad to be back. Oh my, we're up against Akrab here. Akrab looks like he's live on Twitch. Didn't stream, so I've been obviously making a video right now, but let's see if we can get a win against our old friend here. I've known Akrab for over 4 years now. He was in my original clan, PhoneCats 5. Actually, he was in my feeder clan. He's in PhoneCats 5.1. He made his way up to the feeder because he was a good player, obviously, and then, you know, met in CRL after meeting in King's Cup and other places. Yeah, it's always fun to play him. So I guess we'll just start off with a Baby Dragon in the back. Looks like he's also playing Graveyard, but with the NATO. Obviously, Ice Wiz means NATO. Musketeer taking a little while to place there, but it should still get a lot of value. And I think I'll just set up a Goblin Hut here. Don't think I'm going to go for a Graveyard. He's still going to have to defend this. And then, yeah, we'll be able to set up a Goblin Hut in the opposite lane. Get a little bit of chip damage if I Graveyarded there. I don't think it would have gotten the most value because he could have played a defensive poison. And obviously, he already had to play a Bomb Tower on that push. So, yeah, let's just get the most value possible, I think. Alright, let's defend our Goblin Hut with the skeletons. And then he's going to poison. So I'm going to start building up a Graveyard Bush in the back. Now, poison is something in the Graveyard Mirror matchups that I'm pretty sure you want to play on offense most of the time. It's something that I've learned from watching the God RF and other Graveyard players play, that a lot of the times they go for offensive poisons as defensive poisons. Even though they stop most of the skeleton damage, skeletons still do a lot of chipper, and, you know, it just gets so much offensive value that you normally want to play it on offense. He's going to get a nice tornado there to kill my Musketeer, and we're going to set up, I think, a Goblin Hut like this. I don't really know how to play it here, to be honest. It's kind of weird. Maybe I could have played it in the right lane as well, but I don't know. We are up a little bit more damage comparatively in the left lane, and I'm okay with him poisoning the left lane there, so... yeah, that's fine. I think we're probably even elixir, just going to go skeletons, or I think I'm just going to cycle log here, get a little bit of chip damage on the tower, and then build a push from the back. Now, we are up about 200 damage in the right lane, so obviously we're going to want to go there. And he's probably going to play a Knight, Baby Dragon, and Ice Wiz just like we did before. Although now that it is double elixir, hopefully my Musketeer gets a little bit more value. He's going to go with a defensive bomb tower already, so I'm just going to go for a poison. The Knight might cross the bridge. Okay, luckily enough, it does for us. We're going to go for an awesome offensive poison. Don't hit the Baby Dragon there, unfortunately, but it's going to take out the Bomb Tower and the Ice Wiz, and actually place a Bar Barrel into it. So that was pretty good from us. Let's play a high Musketeer in order to take out that Baby Dragon. He's probably going to go for a Knight at the bridge, but we're going to play a Knight of our own to stop that from crossing. That way the Knight does not tank for the Graveyard. Fortunately, we did play skeletons into his graveyard there, but Baby Dragon should be able to clean up, and we will be able to go on another counter push. But I'm just going to play a Goblin Hut first. He just used poison, so there's no really harm in playing that. He's going to have to defend the Baby Dragon anyways, so we should get some poison value here. And wow, he actually might be going for another push already. That would be very aggressive. Well, I think he can get away with it. All right, I'm going to log and then play a Knight to maybe save our Goblin Hut. Unfortunately, the Baby Dragon does lock onto the Goblin Hut there, but we're going to go for a Graveyard with this Baby Dragon tanking. He's going to play a Graveyard in the opposite lane to activate King Tower, but I still feel like he's going to take a lot of damage and not really give a lot. Spirit Goblin's locking on the tower there, Knight as well. That should be GG. I'm just going to poison, and we'll be able to cycle poisons if this push doesn't take out the tower. I mean, he did activate King Tower there, which is obviously something that you want to do in the Graveyard Mirror matchups, but it was a little too late for him. We were able to win the first game. That should put us above 6,600, I'm pretty sure. So we should get the new arena badge. Come on, give me some magic. Hey, let's go. New arena reached. That's not actually going to show up, is it? I don't know. All right, we are on our way to top 200. Let's see if we can keep the push alive and get up there. Okay, up against Bandit for the second game of the video. With Graveyard, one of the tips that I learned from the God RF on his new CWA video is you want to be patient. I mean, obviously you want to be patient with most decks, except for cycle decks where you can kind of just spam the bridge, but Graveyard is one of those decks where if you're learning how to play the game and you're learning how to be patient, it's a really good deck to start with, because a lot of the times if you waste a lot of your tank killers like maybe Goblin Hut or Baby Dragon, you can just get punished really quickly and lose the game off of the first push. Now, it looks like this guy's either playing Giant Sparky or Giant Graveyard. So I was thinking about poisoning the Musketeer there. I would have gotten some decent value, but in case he does have the Giant Graveyard, we were not going to go with that poison because I did just use my Baby Dragon, and unfortunately we don't have the Goblin Hut ready in cycle for this Giant, but we're able to play nice Skeletons and the Musketeer, so that way the Musketeer locks onto the Mini Peck, although unfortunately it switches over the Giant. I mean, the 4 Spirit Goblins will come out at the end there, make sure the Giant only gets one hit, so it'll be fine, but A little bit unfortunate there. I mean, look at all that chip damage though, guys. Spear Goblin Hut, so broken, by the way. Like, they completely overbuffed it. Personally, I think it deserves a little bit of an HP nerf. It's just the fact that it can tank completely against like a Hog Rider, a Giant. Like, it doesn't even die to Golem Lightning, guys. I was playing with it earlier. This guy went for a Golem Lightning just to take my tower at the end of the game, and the Golem just stayed on the Goblin Hut for a few seconds after, and then obviously the Spirit Goblins came out and killed it and finished off the job. So, you know, it's just super, super solid. All right, I'm going to go for the Graveyard push here. Don't think he has Bats in Cycle. I kind of misplayed it a little bit. We're going to go for a Log here as well, just to get a little bit of value onto the Musketeer and the Mini P.E.K.K.A. That way the Baby Dragon, unfortunately, doesn't go and kills the Musketeer because the Baby Dragon, or the Log actually pushed the Musketeer out of the Baby Dragon's range, but that'll be all right. As long as he doesn't Giant here, I don't think he's enough for Giant Graveyard, so he probably won't go in here. We'll play a Knight. That'll take care of both lanes there, obviously killing the Skeletons in the left lane and distracting the Musketeer in the right. And going to double Elixir here, we should be just fine. I feel like the only way we lose this matchup is if he goes for a huge Giant Graveyard push right at the beginning of the game, and we don't have Poison or Baby Dragon to defend it. But okay, Giant Graveyard players, they always play Giant Graveyard right at the bridge like that. I don't know why, it's like they're addicted to it. I mean, I guess it is the staple of the deck, but it's just like you don't build pushes, you don't play Giants in the back. It just like disregards all of the rules of the road, I guess you can say, and you just play everything at the bridge. It doesn't make any sense. There's a Mini P.E.K.K.A. at the bridge. We'll play Skeletons, Bats at the bridge. This guy just keeps spamming the bridge. We're actually going to have a bit of a hard time defending this. Going to go for a Log on the Goblin Gang, or not the Goblin Gang, what is that? The Skarmy there. And finally, we can go in for a Graveyard. He doesn't really have anything good in Cycle to counter this. He's going to have to arrow it once it builds up a little bit, but even still, the Giant will be taken out there. He actually has Snowball as well, so pretty solid defense from him. Well, we got a lot of chip damage, and obviously he won't be able to build a push because he doesn't have Giant in Cycle now. And I think we can go for a Knight Skeletons and then build up a little bit of Elixir. He might play Mini P.E.K.K.A. at the bridge. All right, we kind of misplayed our Musketeer there. All right, I'm going to... Oh my, I'm going to have to Goblin Hunt here. I do not like Goblin Hunting like that, obviously. It just doesn't get any value, really. But although it kind of gets a little bit of value because the Spirit Goblin spawn at the end, I think he's going to go for a Giant Graveyard at the bridge here. So I'm going to go for a Graveyard of my own. The Musketeer won't stay alive long enough to profit off of that Graveyard. We're going to Poison as well. He might go for a Giant Graveyard here. All right, there's the arrows there. He doesn't play anything into my Graveyard, so it's kind of unfortunate. Let's try to defend here without losing. All the Skeletons, they will actually take the tower barely there. That was a well-played game. I feel like we went all in at the right time. And let's hop into a third game, see how close we are to the top 200. Ooh, 256. Okay, so we're pretty close. Maybe one more game will put us over the edge, and let's see if we can win. All right, up against Rocket Pong. Well, I obviously don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's a player from Rocket Pong. Rocket Pong was a Korean YouTuber slash streamer who played Clash Royale. He's really, really good at it. I think he's still streaming as well, actually. So, yeah, I guess we'll just go for a Baby Dragon in the back. I mean, we have Musketeer, so normally we won't be susceptible to a lot of air pushes like a balloon push, and he's going to play Baby Dragon as well. Baby Dragon, in my opinion, is the absolute most broken card of the game. I mean, obviously Goblin Hut is really good, but Baby Dragon has just been consistently top tier for over maybe a year and a half now. And if you guys look at Royale API, I think the last time I checked, Baby Dragon had a 44% use rate in GCs, or Grand Challenges, and a 52% win rate. So a card with that much usage, that's a support troop, not like a spell or anything like that, and that also has that high of a win rate, obviously above 50% is really solid. I mean, it is just such a good card, guys. All right, let's see. Graveyard down on the tower there. He's going to have the cannon card version of the Graveyard deck. So another Graveyard mirror matchup, I guess, per se. I think we're playing against Graveyard for every deck of the game so far, or every deck of the video. We played against Giant Graveyard, All Crop was winning Graveyard. This guy most likely running Graveyard in some sort of version. Hopefully the cannon card doesn't lock onto the hut there. Ooh, unfortunately, it just kind of sidesteps us a little bit there. Lock onto the hut. I mean, the Spirit Goblins will get a little bit of chip damage on the Baby Dragon there, but not really good enough to call it a good trade. And yeah, he's going to go for the Barb Hut. This might actually be E-Golem. I mean, I expect it to be Graveyard just because of how prominent it is in the meta right now, but it could be E-Golem as well. Barb Hut, not really as common anymore because the Goblin Hut's pretty much just better in every way, shape, and form. I mean, it's a little bit worse against Golem, but other than that, it's just more value, more consistent. It's easier to play because it's 5 Elixir rather than 7. And yeah, we're going to kind of dominate him with the Goblin Hut in this game. Now he doesn't have Poison in hand. He's probably going to play a Baby Dragon or something at the river there to kill it, but we have the Knight ready for that. Ooh, he's actually going to go for a Barbaro. I play the Knight. and distract that. That way you can keep our hut alive. Go for a baby dragon up top as well. Kill the barbs a little bit. Probably could have played the baby dragon over here, but looks like it will trade with his just fine. And we're going to go for a graveyard poison on all of the support troops. He kind of played his cannon cart right into my baby dragon splash. I'm not really sure about that play from him, but I don't think it really would have mattered in the end. Obviously, my baby dragon would have taken it out anyways. Hopefully, the spirit goblin locks on the tower here. Gets like maybe 1 or 2 hits. That's not too bad. And we're going to play skeletons, set up another goblin hut. Still don't really know what his win condition is. I mean, with Ice Wizard, it's most likely another graveyard, but even if it is, I feel like he probably won't play it until he gets a huge opportunity to do so, because obviously we have Baby Dragon, Skeletons, Musketeer, and the Log, which are all very good against graveyard pushes. So if he just kind of throws it at us, then we're going to get a huge counter push and win the whole game. All right, let's go for a graveyard push here. Let's go for a poison. We don't actually hit the barb hut there, kind of a mistake from us. Could have gotten a little bit more value on that poison there, but not really the end of the world, to be honest. I mean, we should still be doing a little bit of damage to the tower. Cannon cart will die, so that will kind of eliminate all of his counter push. Let's get a goblin hut up and ready to go for the defense. Now let's see if he goes for a baby dragon right there. Oh, he's actually going to set up another goblin hut. I mean, to be honest, he's not actually that far down in damage. Like, he is doing okay for himself. I kind of played my musketeer right there because I thought he was going to poison. He could have gotten a lot of poison value there if he waited, but obviously you don't want to leak elixir and double elixir, so we're just going to go for a baby dragon in the back. Go for a nice poison value on all this. I don't think I'll be able to get a graveyard down because of the bar put in the back, so let's just poison and log, make sure to kill the cannon cart, and maybe get a little bit of baby dragon chip damage. If the baby dragon splashes the tower, oh, it didn't actually splash. That would have been huge though. Musketeer and the baby dragon, they're taking out his baby dragon, so it's super value. He does actually have graveyards, so he's gonna go with that, but nothing to tank for really. So we should be able to defend this very easily with a musketeer and a baby dragon. Musketeer will die to his poison, but we still should have a good counter push with the spirit goblins, the knight, and obviously the baby dragon there. Let's go for a graveyard on his tower, and then let's see what we can poison. We're gonna poison his baby dragon there. He actually pretty much caught up in damage with that push, but I mean, he's gonna have almost no counter push here, so we still should be okay. Gonna set up another goblin hut actually, and then okay, going to triple elixir here. He's gonna set up a barbarian hut as well. I thought he would graveyard push with that. He kind of has to cycle graveyards at this point. I don't think barb hut's really gonna get any value because I have a baby dragon pretty much always in the right lane because I have a cycle deck. So we're just gonna go with another graveyard and a poison immediately. Kill some of the barbs, hit the barb hut, and hit the baby dragon. Didn't hit the ice whiz, but that's okay. Go for a baby dragon up top to kill the ice whiz. Musketeer will lock onto it as well. Skeletons to tank for the barb barrel there. Let's get him another musketeer to kill his baby dragon. This other baby dragon might cause us a little bit of trouble, so let's log away the cannon cart there, and then let's set up a poison on defense against the graveyard. This is kind of the big push I was talking about earlier, but I think it's a little too late for him. Set up a goblin hut to tank against the cannon cart. Go for a log on the tower. Just make sure that we are winning in damage. And yeah, that'll be GG there. Super close at the end, but we were still able to take the win there. I think he only went for 2 graveyards that whole game. So, I mean, we obviously kept the pressure up throughout the game. Sorry if I'm commentating a little too much, by the way. It's still kind of a bad habit that I have. Let's see if we get into the top 200. Oh, no, just off the top 200. Let's see if we can get into one more game and get into the top 200. Up against Starlight for the last game of the video. Start off with a Goblin Hut once we hit 10 Elixir. Pretty safe play to start off with Goblin Hut, unless they have like Balloon or something like that. We might be in a little bit of trouble, but still feel like we shouldn't be too worried about playing that. See if he plays another one Goblin Hut of his own. Looks like we're going to be up against Graveyard every game of this video. Graveyard is not that strong on its own. I mean, it's okay, obviously, but it just fits so well with Baby Dragon and Goblin Hut and Musketeer, obviously, and the Knight. All cards that are super strong in the meta. Let's see which variation of Graveyard that he has. It might be the NATO one that we played against Allcrap for the first game of the video. If it is, I feel like we have probably a pretty good matchup. Let's go for a Graveyard push here, and then I think I'm going to play Musketeer at the bridge. He kind of wasted that... He's actually going to activate King Tower here. That was really well played, but that's why I played the Musketeer at the bridge there. I knew he was going to go for a King activation there because it was kind of his only way of defending, but he went a little too aggressive with the Barb Barrel there, and we are able to completely capitalize on that. The Musketeer just going bang, 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 taking out his tower, and yeah, we're up just a full tower for nothing here. And keep in mind, this is top 200. Well, I guess 206 technically, but... yeah, let's just set up another Goblin Hut here. He might have given up, not really too sure what he's doing, or he might just be down in Elixir completely. Starlight, attention, hello. Okay, yeah, he's just gonna graveyard a King Tower. Let's go for the 3 crown here. That'll do it for this video. I mean, you know, It might not have been the most flashy way to end the video, but outplays like that definitely do happen, even the top ladder. Everybody makes mistakes, and that will put us over the edge to get into the top 200. Hope you guys have really enjoyed this video. Let's see what place we end up specifically. You guys should have already seen from the intro, but yeah, there we go. 176 in the world, not too bad, especially for a deck that I'm not that good with. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys again with another video tomorrow, and yeah, peace.